High sodium diet is not recommended to anyone, so people should not eat too much of salt or salty foods after a certain age, because the salt interferes with sodium potassium balance and can produce hypertension. And some of the reasons for hypertension could be attributed to high sodium intake, and part of that high sodium may come from pure sodium chloride. But unfortunately, it is not understood in Goa and elsewhere that as compared to iodized salt, where you get 96% of more of sodium chloride packed up and delivered, the Goan locally produced salt has little of sodium and more of other ingredients, and there are no deleterious effects of these other ingredients like calcium salts, magnesium salts, and traces of other phytochemicals and marine chemicals and other ingredients, and 89 to 91%, so that we have much less of the sodium in locally produced salt. So 5 to 10% of this sodium ion concentration is automatically eliminated when people purchase the locally produced GOENCHE AGARACHEM meat. This factor is not understood. So if people revert from iodized salt to locally produced Goan AGARACHEM meat, which is mostly used as for pickling, for salting, as fertilizer, and only by traditional orthodox Goan people, ethnic people like us, we are completely dependent on this locally produced salt, and we never touch any branded iodized salt in our house, and we only get it outside in various types of hotels and restaurants, and in most of these commercial preparations they use iodized salt. But too much of iodine is also very, very dangerous. It can cause toxicity also, and that's why we should be very much aware about the total iodine budget, bioavailable iodine budget, which is important for coastal communities to assess how much iodine they are taking up from drinking water, from milk, from local vegetables, from local shellfish and fish, from local fruits, and all that adds up to a lot of iodine, which goes inside our system. And in addition to that, we need 150 micrograms of iodine per day, and that will come from 15 grams per day consumption of the salt every day on average. But in tropical countries, because of profuse sweating and all, we also excrete a lot of sodium, and it depends on the season also that we should regulate our salt content, because our pickles have salt, our most of spicy preparations have salt, and all that is taken care of if people start using GOENCHE AGARACHEM meat, which has less sodium and other beneficial microorganisms and impurities.